Hello, my people. Welcome to another episode of the Phat&Phabulousdiaries. Get your boarding passes ready. Your passport is 10 p.m. with Bena, and tonight we are boarding the Emirates. Yes, and road to Dubai. Are you guys ready? My name is Benazir Ahmad, aka Phat&Phabulous, and thank you for tuning in with me. So here is 14 hours in Deirah. This is my story, and I am also it for is. Are you guys excited? Oh yeah, grab your popcorn. Let's go. So 2018, I was on a trip with my sister and my niece. And the most incredible part of this story is not just that I met her, but how I met her. So we met just 14 hours before my departure. Our flight was scheduled for 4 a.m. on a Sunday, and we met around 2 p.m. on a Saturday. If you do the math, you realize how unreal that timing was, and everything that happened between us fit into those few hours. And to this day, it still feels so unreal. So that day, I woke up around 11 a.m., took my bath, and prepared for what I thought would be a very, very ordinary day. Our boxes had already been weighed and wrapped, checked in the hotel. We had initially lodged in Jumeirah, but after a few days, we decided to move back to Deirah. Now, if you know Dubai very well, you will understand this part almost immediately. Jumeirah is so beautiful that you feel like you're walking around somewhere in Europe, while Deirah is completely the opposite. Deirah is busy, it's loud, it's commercial, it's alive with everything constantly moving up and down. But because my sister is into business, so staying in Deirah made more sense. It was closer, more practical, and easier to manage with luggage instead of going back and forth to Jumeirah. We have to be using metro or taxi, which was so expensive. So as our departure time crept closer, I decided to just step out for a while just to pass away time. My sister and my niece were fast asleep, so I checked my purse and realized the only money left with me was 50 dirhams. That detail is so important because I'll never forget it. 50 dirham. Kwata-kwata abin da nake da shi kenan. That was the only money left with me. Bani da kuɗi in fulfill the say mi wala ce da timmy. My plan was simple. Just to use it on food. I am a food person. I am food. You don't see me now. I love food there. Hey, good. So I walked around looking for a restaurant, but I end up entering a shop. I walked into this shop. I can't remember what exactly I wanted to buy, what caught my attention, but I just found myself in a shop. So I picked up a few things, but I was certain that those items were less than that 50 dirham. Yeah, because that was the only money left with me. I was sure about that. I was so certain. So when I walked into the shop, that was the first time I saw her. The first moment I saw her. Her name is Wahida. At first, I didn't really pay attention to her. She was with a friend, but as I moved around the shop, her voice caught my attention. She sounded frustrated. Her friend was struggling to take a good picture of her. So after watching them for a bit, I offered to help. This is my space, pictures. So she handed me her phone without hesitation. She was jovial, she was warm, instantly comfortable with me, and I also feel the same towards her. So I took the pictures, found her angles, and she loved them. I know that one. She really loved them. She smiled so brightly, the kind of smile that like stays with you. As she collected her phone, her eyes now shifted to the cart that I was holding with the items, and she now said, "Don't buy this here. They're very expensive. Let me take you somewhere more affordable." But at that point, I'm just having 50 dirham. Where are you taking me to? So I just declined politely. And I told her, "No, it's okay, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm not buying much." But she insisted. She persuaded me to at least go and see the place, even if it was just for the next time. So, and then my only concern was the distance. We are leaving tonight. Where am I going to? I don't want to get tired, all this. So I now asked her, "Is it far?" She now smiled and said, Mujefa Bahani, let's go, it's not far. The next thing I knew, she had stopped a taxi. That was after we went out of the shop. We stepped out of the shop. And in my head, I was thinking, wait, weren't we supposed to be walking? But before I could say anything, we were already inside the taxi. The taxi didn't show the fare until the trip ended. And all through that ride, I held on to my 50 dirham like this. I remember I was wearing a jeans trouser. I put it inside, like my hand was just like this. this is the only money left in me. Like my life depended on it. I'd already accepted that the money will probably go into just maybe paying for the cab. So we arrived at a huge shopping mall. So immediately I asked for the fare, and before I could even reach for that money, Wahida had already paid. You shouldn't have done that, I said, almost like I was complaining, but she wasn't listening. She was just too excited. She just wanted to show me around. And I won't lie, I had never been there before. Like, I had been to Deirah many times, but never there. Like, the place was so massive. Now, here's something about me. I'm not a fan of window shopping. What I can't afford doesn't move me at all. I can walk past a Zara store and without blinking. I won't even blink. I would rather take pictures or head straight to the food court. Than waste my time pricing things I know I won't buy. This is not me. But I can snap pictures. Well, I will go to the mall, snap pictures. But you see all this pricing, but things I can't afford. Please, I don't waste my time like that. That is who I am. So then she walked into this enormous store. The store was so big that we had to stay close to each other so that we wouldn't lose each other. I didn't have her number at that time. And then here comes the shock. She now immediately we walk in, there were some carts. You know how shopping carts are just assembled like that. She just pushed one, the biggest. She picked up the biggest cart in the store. She was pushing it. Every single thing I admired in that shop, she'll pick it up and check the size and drop it into the cart, like my size. I assumed she was shopping for herself at first because we were about the same height and size then. But then I noticed something. She was choosing my favorite colors. When it comes to shoes, she picked my exact size. That coincidence is too much. That was the moment it hit me that this girl was actually shopping for me. So I stopped her immediately and told her the truth. I remember like I dragged her aside. Her friend was watching still, but like, this is between you and me. I don't have money. By the way, like, I'm not here for shopping. In fact, I have weighed my bags. Like, I have wrapped everything up. Even if I have the money, I don't have space. Like, this is between me and her. Let's have this understanding. So as I was talking to her, I don't know, I will never forget her smile. The way she looked at me like she was half listening and half lost in thought. Then I asked her almost immediately because I'm confused at that point. Are you listening to me at all? And she just laughed. And for the first time, she asked of my name. And I now said, Bana. She now said, Bana? I said, yes. She now smiled again and replied, I understand what you're saying. I get your point. And when she said those words, like when it came out of her mouth, I was just a bit calm, okay. And then almost immediately she picked up 2 dresses and turned to me and asked which one. She was smiling. At that point, I genuinely thought this girl was crazy. And I'm sure my face showed it because her friend that we were together quickly said, Wahida can be very generous. Don't let her down. I don't understand. I should not let her down. You both are strangers to me. You can't just pick me and start shopping for me. I don't look like a homeless person. I don't want to sound like that, but at that point, I don't understand. You understand?